All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some examples of the properties of limits. If you take a look at something like the limit as x tends to 2 of x to the fourth, then we know by one of our properties that if we take the limit as x to the n as x approaches c, it's just c to the n, and so our c is 2, our n is 4, and so it's just 16. Another way to do this, another use of limits are, let's say something like the limit as x approaches -3 of the polynomial 2x squared plus 4x plus 1. Okay, but remember that we can split all this up because we have the limit as the sum and difference of functions is the sum and difference of limits. So this becomes the limit as x tends to -3 of 2x squared plus the limit as x tends to -3 of 4x plus the limit as x tends to -3 of 1. Well, the limit of this is nothing more than BL. This would be the if I take a look at this first limit here, and I can break this up this way. Let's go over here and do it. And I could say that, well, by our first, this is our first property of limits as x approaches -3, 2x squared is just equal to 2 times the limit as x approaches -3 of x squared, which is equal to 2 times the limit as -3 squared, which is 18. And then we'll take this chunk here, and say that the limit as x tends to -3 of 4x is just equal to 4 times -3, which is -12. And then we work on the third chunk here, which is a constant function. And so as x approaches -3, the function of 1 approaches 1. And so we'll take all of our stuff and put it all together now. And now that we can add up all those limits, then we'll say the limit as x approaches -3 of the function 2x squared plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 18 plus -12 plus 1, which is 7. Okay, so not only does it exist, but the limit is 7. All right, that's a somewhat complicated version of it. But let's take a look at some different ones. For instance, something like the limit as x tends to 3 of the square root of x plus 1. Well, since we're not having any problems, we can just take this 3 and plug it right in there for x, and so we can say, well, that limit then is the square root of 3 plus 1, which is the square root of 4, which is 2. Okay, we're always taking the positive root here. All right, let's continue some other examples in the next video.